Real women murders, not fiction. Love women, don't kill them. Giving real women, unknown women, recognition to the world. Please support our channel and please subscribe.
Well, only on Fox tonight, the tragic story of how quickly domestic violence can turn deadly. A young mother killed and the father of her newborn charged with the murder.
Fox Carolina's Grace Runkle sat down with the young woman's family and brings us her story.
Well, this is 18-year-old Genesys Rice, a mother, a daughter, and now one of the dozens of South Carolina women killed by an intimate partner every year. It's a spring day in early May. Genesys Rice is spending it at Unity Park in Greenville with those she loves. Her two daughters, Melody and Armani, and her parents, Mom Lysandra and stepdad, Antoine.
It was a sweet moment because it was just a day full of laughter and joy and just playing games.
Just days later, Genesys, at just 18 years old, was dead. Simpsonville police found her in her bed, shot in the head. The next day, officers charged 22-year-old Akevius Lindsay with her murder. He's the father of her youngest daughter, only a few months old.
We met him. He's come in our house. And we just looked at it like any other relationship. We never knew that this was the man that was going to take our daughter's life.
She was really at a point in her life where she was really just accomplishing a lot.
Working a new job she loved and moving into her own apartment with her girls for the first time. But there were some parts of her life Rice kept secret.
Genesys really wanted people to be proud. She wanted to make us proud. That's why she didn't mention a lot of stuff that went on.
Lindsay's arrest warrants reveal a pattern of abuse. One incident happening 4 days before Genesys was killed. The record says he grabbed her by the leg, leaving a mark. But when we saw the report, this last sentence made us dig deeper. Akevius has one prior conviction of domestic violence in 2022. We tracked down the case file from last October. It happened here in the middle of Highway 76 in Lawrence County. The incident report says Rice and Lindsay began arguing about how he damaged her car. A third person in the car tried to force Lindsay out. That's when Lindsay punched her in the face, slammed her into the car multiple times, and then strangled her. Genesys was 6 months pregnant.
In hindsight, this one hits a little different.
Lauren Powers is a victim advocate for the 8th Circuit Solicitor's Office. When the solicitor prosecutes a case, she works with the victims. She met Genesys after the October incident. Lindsay was charged with domestic violence in the 2nd degree. She read us the affidavit Rice wrote asking the solicitor's office to dismiss the charges.
I want to drop the charges because he is still young, dumb, and still learning. Hopefully he will get the help he needs. At the end of the day, I know this could have been avoided. If I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't have done anything about the situation if she hadn't called the authorities.
It seems like it's affecting you too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, we deal with this a lot, and I've read several of these affidavits, but again, this is the first time something like this has happened, and it's hard to deal with, and it's just, there aren't really any words, but it does make me want to, it makes me want to fight harder.
Lindsay pled guilty and got a 2-year probation sentence. Just 4 months later, he would be charged with murder. For Genesys's family, the little memories stand out the most.
I should just say a joke that's not even funny. I mean, and it's still funny because she just has that effect on you.
Less than 2 weeks after losing Genesys, they are still figuring out how to move forward. They aren't letting the death of Genesys define her life, but Lysandra, her mom, has this message for women who might be in the same situation as her daughter.
You may not want to expose what's going on. I think it's important to speak, to at least have someone know, and to find help.
And Akevius Lindsay is facing a total of 4 charges: murder, domestic violence, violation of probation, and being in possession of a weapon during a violent crime. He's currently being held without bail in the Greenville County Detention Center. In the studio, Grace Runkle, Fox Carolina News.
Two in Simpsonville will stay behind bars. He was denied bond at a hearing this afternoon. 7 News reporter Taylor Farmer was there and tells you what happened in court.
Simpsonville police apprehended a suspect on Monday, wanted in connection of the homicide of 18-year-old Genesys Rice. The Greenville County Coroner's Office tells us Rice was found dead at her apartment complex around 11 Saturday night.
Cause of death was ruled as gunshot wound to the head, and manner of death was homicide.
Simpsonville police say the suspect is 22-year-old Akevius Lindsay. Lindsay has been charged with murder, first-degree domestic violence, and possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime. Lindsay's bond hearing was held on Tuesday afternoon with Rice's family in attendance.
Executed by a man who's supposed to love her. How do I feel as a father, giving my trust to a man I thought that was going to protect my daughter?
Rice's family tells us she was the mother of 2 small children. Lindsay and Rice shared 1 child together.
But I want you to know the very image of what you've done to Genesys. Not just what you've done to Genesys, but your own daughter, and Melody, has to grow up without having a mother. You didn't care. You didn't even think about your own daughter, did you? When you put a gun to her head, did you think about it?
Lindsay was denied bond on every charge.
On the charge of domestic violence, first degree warrant 2023A 2320400-218, no bond denied. The charge of murder 2023A 2320400-219, no bond denied. On the charge of possession of weapon during a violent crime 2023A 2320400-220, no bond denied.
Lindsay is currently being held at the Greenville County Detention Center. In Greenville, Taylor Farmer, 7 News.
And a court date for Lindsay's
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.